Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a fun one. This is a collab with a beautiful Riri from the Brutally Honest Beauty and Heather from Crazy Beautiful MUA. So Riri invited me to do this collab with her, and this is going to be a spring look. What spring represents to us, we're not using like the same palette or anything like that. We get to choose our own products that we want to use and do as much of the look as we want. So I already applied my foundation and concealer and did my brows. For foundation, I am using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint with hyaluronic acid, and this is more like a medium coverage foundation. This is beautiful. It claims to moisturize and plump your skin for 24 hours. This is really gorgeous. I've used like this much of it, so that tells you a lot because I own a lot of foundations. And then the concealer that I'm using is a ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer. I also did my brows, and for that I used the Covergirl Clean Fresh Nano Pencil, and this is, I believe, dark brown. And then I used the Glossier Boy Brow. This is in clear. So we're done with that. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of the makeup. I'm going to use for bronzer my Juvia's Place Bronzed Bronzer in Light. And I try to pick some products that I haven't used in a while. I haven't used this in quite a while, so I'm just going to go into both of them and just use some on my cheeks and my forehead. Not a lot. I don't use a lot of bronzer. Just a little bit, but since it's for spring, that's when we all start, you know, being exposed a little more to sun, even though we have been in spring most of the year. We really didn't get much of a winter. Today it feels a little cooler. Today I would say it's probably in the high 60s. It is a little windy outside, but not bad. So that's what I'm using for bronzer. Again, this is not too much. I feel like it's pretty neutral. It really doesn't look orange, and I like this. This is a really nice formula. For blush, I'm going to use the NYX Buttermelt Blush, and this is in the shade For the Butter. And this is very pigmented. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to go like very lightly, because if you guys have used these blushes before, yeah, it can go wrong really quick. They're beautiful, but wow. Yeah, see, it's already like a lot more than I wanted. This is my powder brush. Oh, I did use a little bit of powder. I used the About Face. This is called the Curtain Call. It's in the shade Bow, B-O-W. Like curtain call, you bow. And look, this is what I'm doing. I'm actually just doing this on my brush, and it gives you that much pigment. These blushes are crazy. These will last you forever. So if you hear any noise outside, again, one of my neighbors is having yard work done, and this is the only pocket of time that I have to film. So I'm filming, so I am so sorry. I think I was able to fix my camera with the focusing problem. I don't know how. I must have just hit something by accident, because no one else touches my camera, and I don't know what I did. Okay, so for my eyeshadow, I'm going to use this palette from ABH, and this is a sugar palette. These came out, they're still available, but these came out around Christmas, I think, and look how beautiful this is. Now, some of these shades are totally out of my comfort zone, but I thought this would be fun for a spring look. I had a hard time choosing which palette I wanted to use, so I'm going to start with this shade right here. And they're just numbered, I think. I don't know. So this one right here, and this is like a taupey with mauve in it. It's very pretty. So I'm going to use mainly on my crease, but I'm going to bring it a little lower also. So how's everybody doing? How's the weather wherever you're at? Is it still cold? My friend Rena, I think it was Saturday. It was either Friday or Saturday, but I think it was Saturday. She lives in California, and she actually sent me pictures that they had snow. And she says that they hardly ever get snow, that it was a surprise to them. They didn't know they were going to be getting snow. That her mother-in-law lives up in the mountains and they get snow, but Rena says normally they don't. It looked beautiful, but no thank you. Snow looks beautiful to me in pictures. I'm gonna mix these two together, this one and this one on top. And the one on top looks like it's one of those mattes with a little bit of shimmer. Maybe I'll use it by itself to darken up the outer V. But it's one of those that really the shimmer is not gonna translate. Yeah. It's not gonna show on your skin. But I don't want to make it a super dark look since it's supposed to be for spring. So I'm just going to try to darken this up just a little bit. So you guys have any plans for spring? It's a spring break. If you have children or grandchildren that go to school, it's spring break for my grandkids this week. And Wednesday, my granddaughter that just turned 11, she turned 11 on the 10th, the one that loves makeup as much as I do. What she wanted for her birthday, she's so funny. She did get a gift, but the gift that she wanted from us was to spend a day with me and my husband. She wanted to go to lunch. She wants to watch Wicked together. She's already seen Wicked numerous times, but she wants to watch it with us. So I'm gonna get some popcorn to do like cheddar cheese and caramel popcorn, and do that together with her. And then she wants to go out to lunch for sushi. So let me tell you a little bit about Riri. We've known each other for years now. We support each other's channel all the time. Okay, I want to use this color right here that looks really, really beautiful. It's a real pretty lavender. It's not very super pigmented, but it looks pretty. I'm not the type of person that likes to wear a lot of super light shades, like the minty greens and things like that. This is pretty though. That is really pretty. So anyways, Riri, we've known each other for a long time. I love her channel. She's super honest. Whether she gets something on PR or she purchases it herself, she'll tell you how it is. If it's amazing, she'll tell you it's amazing. If it's crap, she'll tell you it's crap. She doesn't mince her words. Now I'm going to mix a little bit of this one on top. It's almost like a topper, but it's like a silver topper. So I thought it would look pretty over this purple. That is really, really pretty. Actually, that's beautiful. And I am getting a little bit of fallout, but I understand it because of the shade. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of this one right here. This is another matte that has like shimmer in it, but it has like a little more of like a plum shade. So I think it will look really, really pretty. So anyways, Riri does unboxings. She has some subscription boxes that she opens. She does the Ipsy. She does, I don't think she does Allure, but she does some indie brands. And she loves to review indie brand makeup. That's, I would say most of her eyeshadows are probably indie brand. And she does a great job reviewing them. She creates gorgeous, gorgeous looks. I'm gonna go back into the purple. I'm gonna mix the purple and the silver. So she does a great job on her channel. She is very generous. She's always having giveaways. And yeah, she's just very into her channel, into her subscribers. She's a great friend. She's the type of person that if you ask her for a favor, or you know, if you need help with anything, she is there to help you do it. So I really do appreciate and treasure her friendship, and I am so glad that we are there for each other. Heather I've known for less time, and Heather is more, I think, active on her Instagram than she is on her YouTube. She also creates a lot of beautiful looks. She likes more colorful makeup. So does Riri, a lot more than I do. I go more into the neutrals, and these girls love the you know, the more brighter shades. Heather also does a lot of indie brands. At least she does, I believe, like Nomad and things like that. But she creates amazing, beautiful looks. So if you like to watch channels that are very honest about the products that they review, and also colorful makeup, those two ladies have you covered. You guys know that I don't play too much with brightness. I try to stay in my lane and wear something that I feel comfortable with. Not that I think there's anything wrong with it. You do you. We need to do what makes us happy with our makeup. It's just, for me personally, I like to dabble a little bit into a little bit of color, but not super bright colors, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use that beautiful lavender on my lid. This is so pretty and so easy to apply, so pigmented, so buttery. Then I'm gonna take it almost looks like a light blue, but it's really like silver. And it'll probably work so much better if I spread my finger so I wouldn't have fallout. But no, would I do that? No. No, because that won't make too much sense. So let me just take this right here. I'm gonna take a little bit of that one, the one that is almost like a plum, and put it on the outside. Again, I do have a little bit of fallout, but, and I'm gonna take a little more of the purple, wipe my finger, and put it on here, because I feel like my other eye looks more silvery than this one. This is the brush that I use the dark shades with, and I'm just going over the dark shade really quick. I'm going to use a little more of that silvery blue on this eye because I just want to try to match my other eye. These eyeshadows are gorgeous. Okay, let me take my brush and try to brush some of that fallout. I would suggest using a glitter glue or wetting your brush. Okay, I'm going to take a bigger brush right here and blend. So both of these ladies are amazing. Like I said, I have not known Heather as long as Riri. I think Riri and I have been on YouTube. I'm going to take the initial shade that I used on my crease and just go over the edge over here. Riri and I have been on YouTube about the same amount of time. I'm going to take this brush right here and go into this light pink. It's a matte shade, and just go on my brow bone. But I definitely am happy that her channel is growing. She deserves it. She posts a lot of videos, and she reviews a lot of products. So she absolutely deserves to have an amazing channel. And Heather, and she has an amazing channel. And like I said, her Instagram is a lot, I think she's a lot more active on Instagram than she is on her YouTube, which is fine. Some people enjoy content more on one platform than the other. I'm going to take the lighter shade that I used on my crease, and I'm just going to put like a little bit on my lower lash line. And I mainly like to do that to smooth out the lines under my on my lower lash line. I feel like if you put concealer a little too close to your lash line, you may be able to see the creasing a little more. But if you kind of cover that with a little bit of, oh my goodness, I do have fallout galore. But again, that was me. I think this is a pretty look though. Very pretty. It's springy to me. I love lavenders and pinks, and I didn't know which color to choose. But then I saw this palette and I said, I think that's the one I want. I'm going to grab a little bit of powder. And this has one of those little mesh. So I'm going to grab a little bit on the brush and kind of like distribute it on the lid, so there's not a lot left on my brush, and just kind of like flake all that glitter away. So for highlighter, I want to use one of the new ones from NYX, and I purchased two of them, this one and a pink one that I used on a previous video, but this one came crushed, so I had to get it replaced. I'm going to use this brush right here. This is the Unit Brush 305. I believe this is the house brand from Beautylish. Oh, and this is in the shade Bright and Butter. The other one that I got is pink. This one has like a little bit of a pink. Let me see. Doesn't look it on my hand, but putting it on my face, it kind of looks like I have like a little bit of pink. I don't know. Very pretty. And you can go as blingy or as muted as you want. I don't like it super blingy, so I'm going to go with my powder brush over it, because I just like a little bit of a glow. Okay, I'm going to get this small brush and I'm going to use the highlighter, and I'm going to grab just a little bit of it and use it on my inner corner and bring it up a little. So I think that's all I'm going to do for my eyes. And now for mascara, I'm going to use the one from Lawless. This is called Lawless, the One and Done Mascara. This is a beautiful mascara. It gives you really dramatic lashes. It's really, really, really pretty. And I absolutely love it. Here's one coat. So let me do 2 coats and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so this is with the mascara. As you can see, it's a beautiful mascara. So let's go ahead and do the lips. Okay, so for lip liner, I'm going to use this one from Makeup Forever, and this is in the shade Boundless Berry. Okay, and then for lipstick, I'm going to be using this one from Covergirl, and this is in the shade 35 Crema. And it's a lot lighter than the lip liner, but I think that when you mix them together, they look really, really beautiful. You guys know I don't like really nude lipsticks, so I always have to try to match it with something a little darker. Let me just go ahead and fix it a little bit. Okay, so this is the completed look. So I try to use a mix of drugstore and high-end, mid-range, because I don't feel like any of these are super pricey. These are not very pricey. I think these are $29, which, I mean, they're not inexpensive, but ABH has a really, really nice formula. I didn't use this blue because this is like the kind of blue that kind of scares me. It's a little bright. But let me move you up so you can see what everything looks like. Okay, so this is my eye look. And then the lipstick, I think it looks really pretty. I do have one more thing that I want to use. This is a new Morphe. This is a Cloud Light Soft Glow Veil Powder, and it's more like a finishing powder. And this one is in the shade Dawn, which is vanilla with balancing pink. They do have several different shades that you can pick from. So I'm just going to use like the tip of my brush. I'm not going to grab a lot. And yeah, this doesn't have a mirror. And I'm just going to put it where I normally have like the enlarged pores. I feel like these types of powder really help with blurring the pores. And then I'm just going to go softly over everything. These, I think, just kind of like mix all of your products together and give you a beautiful look. So this is what it looks like. I think it's very pretty. Let me know what you think of my spring look. I think it's very me and very pretty. And I love these colors. I love lavenders, purples. Yeah, very nice. I'm going to grab a little bit of setting spray. And I'm going to spray my brush, my powder brush, and just go over my entire face just to make sure that everything stays in place all day. And this really, really helps. And what I'm using is the Fablux, and this has like no alcohol. So I love that. I will link it below. This is one that I get on Amazon, and it's a really, really nice setting spray. All right, you guys. So Riri, thank you so much for inviting me to do this with you. I love working with you, and I hope we can do it again in the future. Heather, even though we really don't know each other that well, I have watched some of your videos, and you definitely do create some amazing, amazing looks, and I do enjoy all the videos that I have watched. And I hope we get to work together in the future again also. And guys, make sure that you check both of these ladies out. They are amazing. They're definitely a channel that I think you will enjoy, and you will get a lot of great tips. And again, if you enjoy indie brands, if you enjoy more colorful looks, these two ladies are the ones to go check out. I will link their channels below and their video. Let me know what shades do you enjoy for spring. Do you change your eyeshadow shades depending on the time of the year? Here in Florida, we just about have summer all year. So I really wear whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't go by the time of the year. But, you know, I think it's a preference. Whatever makes us happy, right? But let me know if you do. And what are your favorite shades? Do you like pinks? Do you like purples? Do you like greens, blues? What is your preference? All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Once again, make sure to check out Heather and Riri. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.